that brings us to Benjamin Netanyahu, who is deeply struggling right now politically. And you can tell that he is struggling politically specifically because this is what he's doing with his time. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu hits out at hostages' families for helping Hamas. So the Prime Minister of Israel is trying to claim that the families of hostages taken by Hamas are helping Hamas. It is unspeakable. Literally, like the joke Nama the Nemesis was making earlier, it's real. It's real. Everyone is Hamas. Oh, your brother got kidnapped by Hamas? You're Hamas. Like it's beyond parody. It's beyond parody. Like this is just a joke. This is insane, dude. So let's take a look here. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said protests organized by families of hostages in Gaza were helping Hamas. So basically, the families of hostages, in order to catch you up on this, the families of hostages that are currently in the Gaza Strip, you know, the hostages are, their families organized protests against Netanyahu and the way that the conflict is going, specifically because the IDF keeps killing the hostages. They keep dropping bombs on locations where the hostages are. And so they're protesting the government because the government is killing the hostages. And in response, Netanyahu just points to them, you're helping Hamas. You're Hamas. My girlfriend is Hamas. You wouldn't know her. She goes to a different school. Speaking at a Tel Aviv press conference on Saturday night, Netanyahu criticized the hostage families' protests. Quote, "I understand that it is impossible to control one's emotions," he said, "but the hostages' protest movement doesn't help, and only hardens Hamas's demands and delays the results that we want," the Jerusalem Post reported. The hostages' families hit back in a statement, per the Jerusalem Post. It said the Prime Minister should remember that he is an elected official whose job it is to correct the mistakes, a reference to the security failings on October 7th and the terrorist attacks on Israel by Hamas, not to scold those whose family members were kidnapped. Netanyahu added that the goal of his government was to eliminate Hamas and the war would not end until the mission was completed. Quote, "There are people among us who doubt our capabilities, but they are a minority." He also said about the October 7th attacks, the investigation should be open after the end of the war, not during its peak. So, yeah. Dude's literally just like, nah. Oh, you want to know what went wrong to cause October 7th? Well, we'll do an investigation after the war is done. Like he's like what? Like this is cartoonish power grabbing. Like Netanyahu, by the way, for those of you who don't know, has been under investigation for so many fraud charges against him. So many fraud charges. To the point where he was about to lose power. And in fact, did lose power. He lost to another coalition leader and was able to weasel his way back in a desperate attempt to try and avoid being charged with these crimes. And in fact, this was one of the motivations behind him trying to basically do a soft coup where he would make the ruling party's prime minister beyond the reproach of their judicial system, basically making himself into a dictator, you know? And that all happened right before October 7th. And now he has war powers that are extended until the war is done. So he has every incentive to continue this war as long as possible. Even if that means like, oh, we defeated Hamas in Gaza, but oh no, we just have to invade Lebanon. You know, like it's turning into that sort of thing. Yeah, this is a war. You know, they're gonna genocide the people in Gaza until they actually engage in a war with Lebanon. Yeah, literally Netanyahu defended Hitler and did Holocaust denial, saying that Hitler didn't really intend to do the Holocaust, but the Muslims made him do it. Essentially, it's insane that he's in power in Israel.